Let me also say this. This week, the National or Nigerian Office of Trade Negotiation released a document to highlight the step-by-step export process under AfCFTA, or step to export. When I saw this document, I asked the DG about 5 questions on the platform where I first saw it, which he tried to answer directly. That's the Acting Director General, Victor Liman. Sincerely, I was not too satisfied with the response because it leaves some gap open. But a few days after, Custom came out to issue a statement stating that they are not aware that the task that this document ascribed to them, they don't have the information to do it. I reached out to the Office of the Presidential Committee of National, the Office of Presidential Committee on National Committee on the AfCFTA, and I confirmed that some of the gaps are yet to be filled or concluded, and that it will be done in the next few weeks. So the implication of that is that this document, just in case you have seen it, is not detailed enough, is not comprehensive enough, and should not have been released in the first place. And should not have been released in the first place. But the error has been done, and the correction is currently being made. The error has been done, and the correction is currently being made. So I want to comment a lot about the document, but I know that I think 1 or 2 people have asked me questions in the past about where we are with starting up and implementing AfCFTA. And I spoke about the fact that as the information are being published, I'm very sure I will have access to it because of a particular platform I belong to where a number of government agencies are, particularly trade related. As a result of that, I'm hoping that as soon as it's out, the next edition of this program, you'll get to hear about it. You'll get to hear about it. So we're starting today, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is another very interesting country in West Africa. And this country also have a lot to offer, an opportunity available for Nigerians under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. Here is the map of Burkina Faso. You will notice something there. I think Burkina Faso used to be called Upper Volta, if I'm not mistaken. Upper Volta. Burkina Faso is a landlocked country. That is very significant. It's among the few 15 or 16 landlocked countries in Africa. It's a poor country, I must say, located in western part of Africa. It's a poor country located in western part of Africa. So that means to reach Burkina Faso, you need to go by road, by air, or by rail. Currently, it's going to be by road, by air, because our rail network in Africa is really very, very bad. On the ease of doing business, this country scored 51% and is ranked 151 out of about 180-something countries. It's a low-income country, and the capital is Ouagadougou. I hope I pronounced it very well. But the country is fairly large, about 19 million people, a little bit lower than Lagos, about 19 million people are in the entire country. Burkina Faso was the number 128 economy in the world in terms of GDP, number 110 in terms of export, and 141 in terms of import, and 129 most complex economy according to Economic Complexity Index. The more developed and advanced a country is, the more the complexity of the economy. Burkina Faso exported $5.6 billion and imported 4.0805. So it has a positive balance of trade, which is a good thing. In 2018, Burkina Faso export per capita were 288 and its import per capita 205. Top export of Burkina Faso is gold. You notice something about Africa. This is why Africa is not growing. Africa is too dependent on commodities. No value-added product. So we do a lot in export, but sincerely in terms of we do a lot in export, and sincerely in terms of value of the shipment done, we are nowhere to be found. And this can be explained by the fact that the world trade volume for cocoa beans is just $9 billion, and the world trade volume for chocolate is about $30 billion. Who is making money from cocoa? The African countries who supply 75% of the world need. The farmer who does the job of farming, or a chocolate company in Netherlands or Germany who buy raw material from Africa and process in its own country. And I think this is one of the benefits of AfCFTA, because with AfCFTA, those countries producing chocolate outside to send to us might not find it easy again, because those producing chocolate within Africa will be able to price them out. Since there is no duty payment in the trade within the region under AfCFTA. So top export of Burkina Faso: gold, raw cotton, coconut, Brazil nut, cashew nut, zinc, raw zinc, zinc ore. Top import is refined petroleum product, packaged drugs, rice, cement, and of course, trucks. The export destination of Burkina Faso includes Switzerland, India, Singapore, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, and they import mostly from Cote d'Ivoire again, China, France, Ghana, and India. Ghana and India. So what are the items that Cote d'Ivoire import that should be of interest to you? What are the items that Cote d'Ivoire import that should be of interest to you? Refined petroleum, insulated wires, stone processing machine, broadcasting equipment, packaged medicament, pesticide. We produce some of this in Nigeria. Nitrogenous fertilizer, beauty products. These are products that Nigerians are producing that have potential in Burkina Faso. Scented mixture, laboratory reagent, chemical fertilizer, also cars, trucks, buses, then agri products like raw sugar, soup, coffee, malt, raw tobacco, processed tobacco, pasta, beer, wine. These are all products being imported. These are all products being imported into Burkina Faso. Beer, wine, yeast, baked goods, all import, and flavor water. Flavor water. Flavor water is a big deal in Africa. Which a lot of people show interest, and the import of this item being done in millions of dollars every year. Other items of import include plastic products. And Nigeria produces a lot of plastic products, rubber tire, plastic lid, plastic pipe, plastic outwear, plastic sheet, rubber belt, rubber pipe, ethylene polymer, polyacetal, and a host of other very important products. In addition, this country also imports a lot of rice, a lot of wheat, a lot of rice, a lot of wheat flour. Nigeria produces that. Soy seed, tea, malt, potato are all produced in Africa by Nigerians and other countries, and these are potential within the African continent in Burkina Faso, including milk, concentrated milk, frozen fish, how about clothing, used clothing, packaging bags, light woven cotton, other knit garments, baby garments, bedspread, all imported. How about paper, toilet paper, paper container, paper notebook, uncoated paper, corrugated paper, newsprint, cellulose fiber, all imported into this country. How about oil product, palm oil, margarine, coconut oil are all imported into this country. So there is a huge potential in this country, but let me tell you, I say this every week and I keep repeating it so that we don't forget. Africa have a good chunk of its consumption being household consumption. And the implication of that is that retail product, fast-moving consumer goods are what will thrive on the African continent under AfCFTA. That is what will thrive. That is what will thrive. That means, as a business, anything I want to sell must be things that a regular household will use from time to time.
To get the full video, check the description or visit www.globaltradecollege.com.